It's the sound of frustration for so many of you. A ringing phone with some local or random phone number, and it turns out to be a solicitor.
We've all had those robocalls, and if you think you're targeted more often, you might be. Florida ranks number 3 for the most robocalls received last month. Tampa Bay ranks 17th. 10 News reporter Garen Flowers shows you ways that you can silence those calls.
Seems like this is the one person always willing to check up on you. Robocalls. This is funny, but it's no joke when a company keeps calling and harassing you, even when you tell them to stop. The UMail Robocall Index tracks all the unwanted calls dialing out nationwide. The company says in March alone, there were 3.2 billion robocalls. That's about 10 per person.
It's become such a big issue because companies and now even scammers are using this technology to contact consumers in the masses.
According to UMail, Florida had the third highest amount of calls, 244 million last month. Brian Oglesby with the Better Business Bureau says just don't answer numbers you don't know.
In addition, if you receive these calls, make sure you document these numbers, label them on your phone, so if you receive future calls, you know that's a sales call or a scam call coming into you.
Many of the calls, even from legit companies, break the rules. If it gets bad, you might consider reaching out to an attorney.
But if you can find out the business that's calling you, it's important then to tell them in very clear terms, be polite, tell them to quit calling you, this is your cell phone, and to take you off their list.
Jeffrey Palmer with the consumer protection firm says once you do that, you could be entitled to money if they don't stop.
And a minimum of $500 up to a treble damages of $1,500 per call.
Great advice. Also, there's the National Do Not Call list, as well as the Florida Do Not Call list. Subscribe your number to those, and it could help. In addition, you can submit the numbers from those unwanted calls to the Federal Trade Commission. Lastly, you can just block the numbers, or ask your phone provider to do it. Garen Flowers, 10 News.
There are also some apps out there to help control robocalls, apps like Truecaller, Hiya, and No Mo Robo. No Mo Robo. Say it 3 times. Another called UMail is a free service that tricks robocallers into thinking you don't exist. I got to make sure I get that. But it can be difficult for the apps to spot and block all robocallers who are constantly changing tactics and changing numbers to get you to answer.
I'll believe it when I see it, Reg.
Yeah.